Good morning. It is just after 7 o'clock. It is Ken and Deb on this Tuesday morning as we're starting to see the sun getting ready to come up. And it's a great day today as we're looking forward to just a little bit more sunshine today. We need that.
I know. We need to get outside, take a walk. Today is the day you can take a walk, take a walk.
There you go.
Mary,
That's
Mary,
right.
take a walk, take a walk.
Or you can play baseball because we're not having any baseball. I was telling everybody off air that I'm kind of bummed because, the Major League Baseball season is something I look forward to every year.
I know.
And so they're having to push that back and all that's getting moved and who knows when that'll take place. And so coming up in just a little bit, we're going to do our own version of in-studio baseball here just to kind of help us out.
On Facebook Live.
And Facebook Live are on there too. Anyway, great to have you along with us. 7:03, here's Matthew West and the God Who Stays.
So we're going to try this out?
Yes.
All right. You want to be the first to be a bat?
No.
Oh. Okay.
All right, you ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Strike one.
I can't get up once I bend down.
We're not having Deb be the catcher today. And strike two.
That sounded like a foul ball.
That was an old spitball there. Let her fly there,
This is
buddy.
harder than I thought.
Eye on the ball, Deb. Eye on the ball.
I'm trying.
Here we go.
Trying.
Watch it.
Okay, you think you there you go.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Oh! Where are you running to?
Nowhere fast.
Oh!
Strike one.
Strike one, but you had a hit already. The first one. Okay.
This bat you constructed here, I'm not quite sure about it. I think we need to have official ruling on it. Hit by the pitch. I'm going to first base.
Obviously, I should never go into sports.
Oh! Obviously me either.
Hey, but this is something you can all try at home. See? It's really easy. Just need some extra paper. Oh, that was a good one. Line drive. Woo!
All right, one more, and then Deb gets to try again.
Oh, no, I'm done.
Whoa!
That was high.
I gotta have a better eye here.
Oh, wait.
Hit that pitch again.
See, this
Right
is
here.
This is even
Right
more.
here.
This is even more fun than the Cubs, right?
A bunt. All right.
Oh, we've got to have a minute to just calm down. We don't want to be out of breath when we get back on air here.
Right? Oh, my.
So that's something you can do at home to have fun during the coronavirus outbreak. If you're missing baseball, what other sports can you try at home?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Yep. Use your paper,
Okay.
trash can. Oh, we got the trash can. You use the
Right,
trash
that's even
can.
better. Okay. One more time before we go. Here, come on.
Are
Basketball.
you ready? Okay, here we go. No, move in the basket now.
That makes it more challenging.
Hey!
That's fun. Got to have fun.
Oh, boy.
That's the lesson there. Got to have fun. How are you preparing for the coronavirus? Maybe you have some things that you're doing at
Right?
home.
Yeah, what is your church doing? What's your church doing to reach out during this time, during the coronavirus? So we'd love to have you share that with us. Here on Facebook Live, you can just make a comment under this video and let us know what you're doing. Check in with us this morning.
By the way, our phone number is 800-221-9356 if you want to give us a call and be on air this morning.
There you go. The God Who Stays. That is Matthew West on Moody Radio. Isn't that great news that we have a God that stays? He's right here with us. He never leaves us nor forsakes us. No matter what this world throws at us, He is always there with us.
He's the same yesterday, today, and forever.
That's
so
right.
his promises back in the book of Judges that we were reading,
Yeah.
or his character back then, his character in the New Testament, his character now remains the same.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can trust in him because he says, put your trust in me.
Right?
I am trustworthy, and he is with us. And Jesus said he will never, ever leave us or forsake us.
That's right. And so we're kind of asking some questions this morning. What are you doing to prepare for this? You know, maybe you've taken a little extra time to prepare your home for having to be, you know, in it more than we would normally, or whatever the case might be. Maybe your church is doing something to reach out during this time. What is that? You can let us know by calling or texting us at 800-221-9356.
I was thinking this is St. Patrick's Day, and I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to line the streets and throw out toilet paper instead of candy.
Yeah, that'd be an idea. You've got Jeremy with his mouth open over there. He's like, what in the world?
The thought entered my mind.
Now we can see inside Deb's mind what's really going on in there. Yeah,
Let's not roll it out anymore.
you know, okay. So one thing that I know that some churches are doing because of school being out and the kids being out, and some parents, maybe single parents or whatever, and they still have to go to work. And so, and a lot of daycares are closed and things. And so one thing that a lot of churches are doing is providing homes that the kids can go into
Right.
to have some place to go. And, you know, a lot of kids don't have meals because they're relying on the church or the schools for the meals. And so I know that there's a few restaurants that are providing meals for the kids, but maybe that's something your church could do.
Yeah, there's a lot of great ideas out there. I'm seeing them on social media where people are just saying, hey, if you need this, I'm available.
Right.
If you need to have your kids watch for a few hours, I'm available on this day. And I mean, that's an advantage of social media right now, is that we can connect with one another and let our needs be known, and then see how others respond to them. And I've seen a great response from people just offering what they have for others.
Right. Yeah, we have actually a Facebook page set up for our church. We actually have a kind of a group at our church. We call it Hill Helps.
Oh,
Our
neat.
church is Hill Church,
Great.
but we have Hill Helps, and so we have a Facebook page that's set up, and where people can express a need that they have, whether it be kids or needing meals or needing a ride somewhere, whatever the case might be, and so we have people that match their talents with the needs of the community, and so it's really kind of a neat way that we can outreach and put the hands and feet to the gospel. And so that might be something your
Yes.
church could do as well.
That's a fantastic idea. Yesterday, too, on the news, I was hearing from a local small business owner on one of the newscasts and just was reminded of how hard this is for people that have small restaurants
That's
that
true.
are still doing takeout. So maybe something you could do at your church is just encourage people to, buy a meal and take out in some
Right.
of these small businesses during the week. And that way really help them weather this storm in their business. Many of them will not be able to go through a long period of time without having customers.
Yeah, and actually Jeremy came up with a great idea as well, like going and maybe getting a gift card
Yeah.
from that or gift certificate from that particular place of business. Maybe you can't use it now, but at least you're giving them some patronage,
Right.
during
It's
this
so
time.
good.
So that was a great idea as
Yes,
well. I don't know, lots of
excellent.
ways that if we just really put our minds together and think of ways we can help one another, that'd be great. It's 7-Eleven. You let us know your ideas by calling or texting us, 800-221-9356. If you want to join us on Facebook Live, you can do that as well. And you can leave your comment under the video. It's 7-Eleven. Good morning.
So with this toilet paper shortage,
Yeah.
I was looking online how to make your own toilet paper.
Oh, yeah?
It's quite involved.
Yeah?
I mean, you have to boil this stuff for an hour on
Boil,
the
like,
stove.
what do you do?
It's like paper and grass. You have to take grass clippings and stuff from
Really?
outside and aloe vera or something like that,
Yeah.
and then you boil it to death for an hour,
Yeah.
and then you have to put it
Does it turn into like a goo
a mush
or
or mush,
Okay.
and then you roll it out. So you have to roll it and then you have to put it outside so it has to be in the air. So I guess today would be a good day because
Yeah.
it's going to be like 44 or something
Yeah,
like
with
that.
the sun.
With
yeah.
the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And then it dries out. But it got me thinking, what items can't you live without?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are choosing toilet paper, but you know what I thought of?
What's ahead?
Coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
did
true.
buy a thing of coffee because I was like, I don't think I can survive. Although we do have K cups here, so
Yeah.
we're set. But
Yep.
what would you have to
Yeah.
have?
So that would be an interesting question to throw out there as well as if if you were without something, what would be the one thing that would be, most
Missed.
missed by you? Yeah. You can let us know about that as well. But yeah, so I think, coffee would probably be one for me. It's something that I usually have in the morning.
It's something we use every day. Like, what are some things
Right.
that we use every day that we just wouldn't want to run out of?
Yeah, well, I know that there's a lot of places that are without eggs, a lot of stores without
Oh.
eggs, and people have been coming to our farm, and we only have a limited supply, we have to keep ourselves fed too.
Right, right.
So we've had to turn a few people away for eggs and things like that. But so that's another staple
Right.
that people are looking for because they're running out of that. And I went to a big box store yesterday and I was just looking for. I was actually going to shop for somebody and looking for some chicken, and they were out of chicken. So
Oh, my.
yeah, very crazy. (7:14) Tuesday morning. Ken and Deb here. Keep in mind too that you can always listen to us on your Alexa, your Echo Dot. You can listen to us there, and we've got an easy way for you to set it up. Maybe you got one of those recently, and you want to use that technology to listen to us. It's real easy to do.
I think it's moodyradio.org/Alexa.
Yep,
And
that's
you
right.
can get all the details on how to set up Alexa so you can just tell her to do the work.
That's right. Exactly. I see where you're leading a pattern here, Deb. You're just leading us down this road. Anyway, yes.
I'm
so,
really not as lazy as I sound.
So if you want to listen to us on your smart speaker, just go to moodyradio.org/Alexa. We'll give you all the details. 7:14. Here's Brandon Heath. No turning back on Moody Radio Quad Cities.
Here's a reminder, too, that if you want to put your name in to win How to Overcome Worry,
Yes,
you can do that online. You can just text book
Oh, yeah.
to us
that's right.
this morning. So we talked with Dr. Winfred Neely about half an hour ago,
Yeah.
a little over half an hour ago.
Right.
So if you want to text in a book, you could possibly win a copy of that book, How to Overcome Worry.
That's right. And we'll do the drawing. Once you fill out the form, send it back into us, and then we'll do the drawing right before 9 o'clock this morning for those 5 books. So just text book to 800-221-9356.
I think Jeremy is talking with one of our listeners this morning.
Yeah. And giving us hand signals while he's talking on the phone, too.
Like, be quiet so I can hear.
No, it was more like, nope, we're not doing anything right now. So we're all getting used to this new Facebook thing.
Yes,
Notice our
it's
new little
hot.
logo we got put up on the.
Yeah, that's really nice. Thanks to Jeremy.
That's right. On the little screen back here. And it's our mid-morning coffee break. So we have our coffee. Got my Fellowship of Christian Athletes cup I'm using this morning.
I have my Ken and Deb in the morning cup.
Deb gets the gold star today. She gets to go out for recess.
Alone.
That's right. Have fun out there. Hope you take your keys with you.
Yeah, that would be a problem here to go outside and then
Get
have the door
locked out.
closed. And,
Yes.
yeah, that would not be good.
Yeah,
I think you guys would let me in, maybe.
As far as she knows. See, the thing about this whole Facebook thing is people are getting to see how ornery I really am.
You're not ornery. You're just fun. And we got to have fun at times like
We do.
this.
Yeah, we do.
I was just reading an article about that, in South Africa, one of the first things they did after this coronavirus hit there is just people started sharing jokes and stuff because they realized the importance of not being overly serious. Not
Right.
that we don't take things seriously,
Right.
but also allowing some time for some levity and some humor in the midst of our stress so that we can just kind of release that stress a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It does make a difference. Hey, Austin. Austin just joined us. Good morning, Austin.
Hi, Austin.
Austin used to be our office administrator.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that Austin.
That Austin.
Hi, Austin.
Slave driver's back again. There's Brandon Heath, no turning back on Moody Radio, as we're doing Facebook Live here this morning as well. So it's really different because, you kind of have to adjust to when I'm actually on the air and when we're not. And
Right.
because you're really kind of live too on Facebook. So we're, going back and forth. But yeah, so anyway, hey, so Austin used to be our office administrator here who
Yes.
moved back to Nebraska.
Uh-huh.
And she's on Facebook Live this morning, and she says, "Miss you guys. We miss you too."
We miss you.
Yep.
Your
and so
kiddos are so cute.
they are. So give the husband a hug and the kids a kiss, and yeah, thanks for joining us this morning. But hey, so we're talking this morning a little bit about what is your church doing to really be a ministry during this time, and we've kind of thrown out some suggestions from our church and what we're doing. But how about you? What is your church doing, or are you doing anything? What are some ideas that you've had to reach out? Because, we have to be fluid in this situation because things are changing each and every day. And we have to, as since we were on the air yesterday, things have changed. And the size of groups that they're recommending.
Right. Now down to 10.
Right. And so we're really wanting to know what are some ways we can have a on-air brainstorming session. What are some things we can do to really minister during this time?
I did come across a checklist I really like. It's the COVID-19 checklist for followers of Jesus that has a number of things like checking on elderly friends to
Yeah.
see if they're okay and offering assistance like, do you need me to go to the grocery store and pick up things for you? Donating to local organizations that are ready to help the community, those that are on the front lines. A lot of people still going to our shelters, a lot of people still going to the pantries,
Right.
Seeing if there's anything you can do to help them. Those are
That's
just a couple things on the list.
Good suggestions. Hey, good morning to Pastor Jim Augustine as well, who's listening or watching on Facebook Live this morning. So appreciate that. We're going to be on for another 5 minutes on Facebook Live if you want to check that out. But you can call or text us with your ideas of things that you guys are doing. What are you doing personally to prepare for this? Have you had an opportunity to really share with someone during this time? I was saying earlier this morning, I was over at a big box store yesterday getting some supplies and things and going through the checkout and just having a conversation with the checkout guy. And, I just said, hey, kind of interesting times, huh? Things are really different. And he goes, yeah, they are. He goes, you never know. This could be our last day. And I had an opportunity to not really present the gospel to him, but I did say, but we can be ready. I said we can definitely be ready for whatever happens
That's
next
right.
with the Lord Jesus. And so, even something like that, we can take the time to just to give an encouraging word to somebody.
Yeah, let's pray that those opportunities come our way during the day,
right.
too, as we interact, and that God would give us eyes to see them.
That's for sure. That's right. It is 7:21 here at Moody Radio. Jeremy Camp is next.
That's actually something when you were saying that, made me think, like, what are homeless shelters doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about that at all.
I haven't heard about that either. Yep. Hey, Dave. Good idea. How about people with gardens and donating? So if you have like a greenhouse.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, there's people that have greenhouses and they
Yes.
grow greens and stuff all year round. And good ideas. There we got somebody calling in.
You know what? I think that might be Pastor Watt.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have Pastor Rob Willie on from Corumdale Bible Church here in just a little bit. Looking forward to that.
Hi, Rob. Hey, it's good to hear your voice, and we'll have you on hold for a little bit here while we do the news, and then we'll talk to you shortly after that, all right? Thanks. Thanks so much. So Pastor Willie's coming up, and we're going to talk with him about going through this season and kind of find out what their church is doing
Yep.
at Coram Deo.
Yeah, and how churches can get involved and how Christians, how we as believers should be responding to this. And so be good to hear from him here too.
That's coming up in about 5 minutes or so, a
Yep.
little over 5 minutes. So hope you can join us for that. And if you ever have any questions that you want us to ask the guests that we're talking to, you can also put those down in the comment section. And as we are joined by Pastor Willie, we'll ask him your question.
Yeah, that's right. Say good morning to Jordan. Jordan's watching us on Facebook Live this morning. He's staying home writing support letters because he's getting ready to go to a mission trip. So
That is really neat.
that's very cool.
Good for you. He was saying his church is stopping communion for the rest of March.
Okay. Yeah, and that's something that churches need to consider too. What do you do in that case? I mean,
Yes.
there's some churches that do it every week.
Right.
Some do it once a month, whatever the case might be. You have to really do some, checking with the leadership and find out what do we do. Do we postpone that or what? So yeah, different
Lots
things
to think
consider.
about.
That's
10
for sure.
seconds.
It is 7:23. It's Ken and Deb here. Coming up in just 5 minutes or so, something like that, we're going to visit with Pastor Rob Willie from Coram Deo Bible Church and just get some devotional thoughts today, as well as maybe how their church is doing what they're doing during this time, and give us maybe some ideas as well.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for our area pastors and the wisdom they can give us because they work through crisis all the time with people. And
That's
they
right.
can really help us move through this if we're feeling anxious or alone or just powerless in the situation, to provide some hope for us today.
Yeah. And we've got a news update for you coming up. Here are the afters and Well Done on Moody Radio. We got our first little heart symbol that just came up.
Oh, that's so nice.
We had 2 hearts.
Heart you back, except for I don't know if I can do that. Can we heart people back?
You
Heart you back.
There you go. That's right.
This is all new to me. I prefer to be under the desk in these situations.
Well, there is a reason why I got into radio and not TV.
Hey, but thanks for being part of our community. We so appreciate you, and we're thankful we can move through this together.
That's right. So we'll do this every weekday morning between 7 and 7:25 or so. It's our, as you can see behind us, Ken and Deb's mid-morning show coffee break. And so thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.